Hello lovelies, today's the day. It's the 4th of February. Yes it is, isn't it? The 4th. And weather in the north, it is really windy. Like really windy. So hold on to your hats if you're out there today in the north of England. Now I talked about these yesterday and I thought I'd pull them today. The Soul's Journey. They are rather big cards and they just have one word on each one. And I thought, do you know what? I haven't used these in ages, and I can tell I haven't used them because they're quite, they're still very new. They feel very new. I can smell that they're new as well. Oh, now I'm going to give them a bit of a shuffle while I talk to you. And I'm going to talk about my next podcast, and it's all going to be about people pleasing. How many of us have spent our lives, I don't do it any longer, pleasing people, trying to somehow make other people feel better before we even think about ourselves, and never saying no, always saying yes, no matter what. And I've learned over time that saying no is so vital to your own mental health, to your own well-being. I used to make wedding dresses for a living, and then I got into alterations. I mean, I'm a scientist by trade. I used to go to work all day, and I'd come back and I'd sew into the early hours of the morning. And I ran that business sort of separately about 20 years when I was younger. And then later on in life, I just did dresses that I chose to do rather than the other way around. Trust, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly, and that's the most important thing when you're thinking about say somebody asks you to do something and in your heart and soul you really don't want to do it, then trust your intuition, trust what your body is trying to tell you, and learn to say no. And then forgiveness is on the bottom of the deck. Forgiveness is really important. Forgive yourself for saying no. Don't beat yourself up for saying no. It's your life, your body, your mental health, your well-being. I acknowledge that harbouring resentment blocks the flow of love. And then don't resent yourself. You can harbour resentment against yourself. It really does block your flow and block your energy from leaving your body and entering your body. It's your energetic flow is so important in life. And this one's turning itself around, so let's have that acceptance. I'm learning to accept the things that I cannot change, and that's so important. If you can't change it and you have no control over whatever the outcome might be, then stop trying to do that. And when you are dealing with your own, when can I say no? It's not about can I say no. You can say no to everything. It's should I say no? Will I say no? And then understanding why you said no. People pleasing comes in all different shapes and sizes. It's not just about people asking you to do things for them. It's about understanding that it's about relationships. It's and there's another one poking out there. I'll get that one in a minute. It's about understanding where you are in your own journey. I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good, and the people that are constantly asking you for things, people who use you for no reason other than their own gain, and that's really important to think about. Why are they asking me? Why me? They're doing it for their own gain, not to serve anything good in your life. You might be thinking, oh, I'm doing really good, I'm helping somebody, they're my friend, and all the other things that come with what we tell ourselves. But when push comes to shove, and I had this conversation the other day, who are your friends? Who are the people that you can count on no matter what? I know who mine are. I can count them on one hand. That you ring up any time of day, and even from another country, because I've done that before, and they will pull out all the stops to help you, as much as you would pull out all the stops to help them. No questions asked. It's unconditional. There isn't a condition. There isn't a, if you help me, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's just a given, because they bring so much magic and light into your life that you truly want to help them, and they truly want to help you. That's reciprocated energy. That's real. Anything else, and especially when your gut is telling you that somebody is taking advantage of you, if you don't listen, then you're just fooling yourself, and you're allowing your own and the card that's coming out there is trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Sorry, I'm laughing because I'm thinking of a scenario in my head. And yes, trust. Who can you trust? Who do you have around you that you know will always have your back? And are you trusting your own instincts? Are you trusting your own inner voice that's trying to guide you so desperately, but for some reason you're literally shutting them up and saying, oh no, it'll be fine. They're just my thoughts. They're not. That's your inner self telling you, stop doing what you're doing. And it took me a long time to realise that. And I don't mean that in a horrible sense. I don't mean, you know, you should never help another single person in your life. I help people all the time. But help them for the right reasons, not the wrong ones. And that's a looking inside yourself scenario. What is it about yourself that you need to give yourself, that you're trying to get off of other people? That validation. Oh, look at you, you did this, you did that. But then, why do you need that validation? Why is that so important to you? Because did you never have it as a child? Did you never, did other people in your life never give it to you? Did, whatever your scenario might be. And then the envy card has gone that way, and I'm going to pick this card up that's gone on the floor. And the card on the floor is honesty. That one fell out first. Honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. How very true is that? Honesty. Be honest with yourself. You might not get that from everyone around you, but when you surround yourself with honest people, you certainly will. And then envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. And that's the other thing. Never envy what other people have got. It doesn't serve a purpose. It really, really doesn't. And when other people envy what you've got, that's their journey. They've got to look within themselves and say, why am I doing that? Why do I envy people? Why aren't I building my own, whatever it might be? You can look next door and think, oh, so-and-so's got a new car. Why can't I have that? Well, you can. You're choosing not to. You're choosing to sit in the same position that you've always been in, and you're choosing that reality. Step out of that reality, do something different, and everything changes. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life, and it is that indecision. Should I say no? Should I say yes? Should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? Whatever it might be, you get to choose. You get to choose. But if you listen to yourself, your inner voice, your instincts, your intuition, your heart and your mind, and join them up with a little bit of trust in your own voice, so to speak, the skies really do have no limits. And it's so very important. And then we got the death card. And the death card doesn't mean you're going to die. Whenever people often see that and they're like, oh, I don't like that card. No. The death card is about changing things, letting something die that you had in the past, a thought, a feeling, a way of being. And I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. And even if you have to end a friendship because somebody is taking advantage of you, it's the universe closing a door. But they'll always open another one. They'll always open a better one if you show them that you are willing to walk through a door without fear. Sorry, these cards are making me laugh today. Without fear. without fear of what's on the other side. I realise that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. And when you test your own resolve and say, well, actually, I want to love myself. I want to give myself all of the things that that I've always wanted other people to validate. I'm going to validate myself. When you actually stand up, be counted in your own world, wow, it's an amazing place to be. It really, really is. Right, my lovelies, my cards are literally flying at me. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. And I'm going to leave it on that card, because this whole journey is about freeing yourself, freeing your mind, freeing your heart, actually joining your head and your heart together and saying, I matter, I deserve better, and I'm going to surround myself with better. And when you sit in that vibrational energy and frequency in your life, you just watch how your life changes. I promise you. I already know, because I've already done it, and I'm already doing it, and I do it every single day. And I'm living in that freedom of choice. And when you choose you, wow, everything changes. So, my lovelies, have a wonderful, wonderful day. I'm off to my writing group this morning, and I've got slimming later on. I'll give you an update later on the slimming. And I'm going to read out what I wrote for my writing group. And just hope you enjoy it. And I'll do that later. Don't forget to smile, because you truly never know who might need one. And if you can help another human being in any way, shape or form, and it doesn't have to be monetary, you never know whose life you might change. And just remember, when you say no, you help another person grow too, because you make them look within themselves and you allow them to step into your journey, the one that you are trying to change, your own life. They can then change theirs. It's amazing. It's like a little ripple effect out into the universe. Sending you lots and lots of love.